to avoid almost like using your rag as a brush, because you're really trying to take paint off is what you're trying to do. So as you can see, I keep rolling my rag like this as I go along. And I'm trying to stay more on the side, not on the face itself. I'm wanting to avoid the face here and catch more of the side to get that rustic look of that red showing through. Some people would prefer like a white showing through. Others maybe want just like the bare wood showing through. It depends on your own personal preference, what your kitchen has. As you can see, I'm going to do it the same over here. You won't be able to see it as good. But you're just going to roll that edge. Keep rolling your rag, and make sure your rag's taking off the paint. It's not just smearing it on. Almost got that done. I'm going to do this side real fast here. And it does take a little bit of time getting used to it and getting a pattern down. I've definitely found this is a lot easier than trying to sand it off afterwards. The few things I have researched about it, which is not a lot online that I've found, is some people will paint it and then use sandpaper to wipe it back off. But basically, if you can get it while it's wet, then you are saving yourself a lot of time, a lot of mess, and you still get a really nice weathered or rustic looking product that really looks very professional when it's done. So what I have here is, now that I've got my edge, I'm wanting to get this kind of weather look around here. You want it to stay consistent in each one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rag, kind of stretch it tight, and at a 45-degree angle I'm just going to kind of rub the corner. You can kind of see what I'm doing, and I'm making sure my rag is pulling paint off. I'm rubbing the corner until I get about what I want. You want to just be very careful to avoid taking too much off. And I'm going for something about like that right there. And then I want to rub this edge to where it kind of matches with it. Just kind of fading it into there. Having your rag, wet will help, and getting to it before your paint gets too dry will help. So it's going to end up looking something like that. I'll do the same for each corner. You want to try to maintain the same consistency. Sometimes you have to put a little bit of pressure on. And really, it's your own personal preference on how much you want to take off. Like for me, I'm trying to take off the same amount and be consistent, so all my cabinet doors look the same. That's what I'm going for. And so basically, I'm going by trying to make all my corners look the same. And since it's rustic, your corners will have that variety. But if you're really sticking with the plan and just being careful, you'll be able to have something that's fairly consistent and really looks like that's what you were meaning to do. And I mean, you can have this look with bare wood or other kinds of surfaces. The reason we have this color is because we have a wall that we're matching, so this is going to kind of tie in with the rest of the room, with the corners being like that. So one more here and we'll be done. And really, I don't think this is probably taking more than 5 minutes to do, and so hopefully you'll be able to use some of this info and use my own experiments here to help you on your product. And doing it yourself is a great way to save money and good adventure. So there we have it right here, so you can take a look at it here. This isn't dry, but you can see how we have the corners that all go around, and as the paint dries, it's going to eventually, become more consistent. Right now there's shiny spots, and it'll end up turning out like a weathered cabinet door look, even though it's new cabinet doors. And it's something that I enjoy myself, and I hope you enjoy the experience of learning how to do it with me. Have a great day.